Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, and welcome. My name is Wazations, and you are about to be watching me, and I know I'm a little bit late, but sometimes that's just how things go. I did put out the warnings in Discord, so, well, there was warning. But today we're going to be continuing with some Factorio. Hello there. Now, I am quite tired as of now, so there may be some mad ramblings that come out, as I have not slept. I did not sleep last night, foolishly. But it was all in an attempt to reset my body clock. Well, sleep schedule, whatever. It was slipping quite a lot, actually. So, let's get this loaded. So we're going to host a saved game, and we are 94 hours into this. So let's get going. I'm going to limit that to 2000. And we'll go with that. And we're going to hydrate. Right. So this is all set up for the science packs, each of the science packs. Ooh, it's a wee bit nippy. Hello there, Vega. I was trying to slightly reset my sleep schedule because, well, it was getting to the point where I was being awake until like 5 or 6 in the morning anyway. So I figured if I just push it that little bit further and just go the whole day and then go to bed at a normal time, a normal reasonable time tonight, I will actually go to sleep. And then I will actually wake up at a reasonable time as well. So it was a bit of a conscious choice, foolishly. But never mind. How did you do last night? Did you manage to get to sleep? I'm sure I've got something in my eye, but that could just be the sleep deprivation. Hope it works. Risk is oversleeping. Yes, that is true. But as long as I go to bed at a reasonable time tonight, it should be fine. Less than 1 hour. Ugh. That's probably worse than not getting any sleep. Because you just feel groggy. You just feel groggy after an hour. Ugh. I need to make a hypercooler. There may be a lot of yawning, and it may be that tonight's RimWorld gets slightly cut off early, or depending on how bad I feel, doesn't happen, which would not be great. It wouldn't be great at all, but hopefully this reset will kind of bring things a bit back in line. Also, out of interest, if I was to suggest, I hope I don't catch a cold or anything. Well, I hope I don't either, because my housemate has got a cold or something at the minute, or just isn't well at the minute, so hopefully I don't get what they've got. But if I was to suggest a server, well, a game mode, really, I suppose, that has elements of Sid Meier's Civilization 5/6-ish, and was built in Minecraft, Would that appeal? Or would you be interested? Let me find a hypercooler. Because I know Minecraft isn't everyone's cup of tea, and certainly neither is Civ. Yes. We have some engines. Ah, but the storage tank I can just make. Civ but Minecraft, yes, it's fantastic. I might actually do that tonight. I might do some stream of that tonight to gauge people's interest. I'll take your opinion on this one. I think I'm a bit too sleep deprived to make my own decision. I think there's going to be a lot of yawning. You need to see it before you can decide that. Yeah, that's fair enough. Actually, if I do it tonight, that won't be the best show because it is a very, very long whole game. Like, I mean, a long game. Okay, so I'll try and describe it a little bit whilst I'm playing. You essentially start off with a little camp that you can then place down somewhere. You can then invite your friends to that camp, and then you can work as a team to get gold that you can use to buy upgrades to that camp, such as a sifter, the longhouse, or a garden. The garden lets you grow food. The longhouse lets you sell food. Well, deposit it and get food. Get money for the food every tick, which is every hour. And then so that needs to be mimic. That needs to be mimic. I've lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, and then once you've upgraded that, got some of these tokens for selling food to the longhouse, you can then found a civilization, or you can start a town, or what have you, in someone else's civilization, and whatnot. But then you can select what buildings you want to build, like a granary, farm, barracks, wall. You can even build the wonders. There are not all of them, but I think most of them, or at least a lot of them. Which is good, or at least interesting. Hello there, Bearman. How are you today? Oh, don't get me wrong, it is a very long haul game. It's not in for the short run. You're very, very, very much in for the long haul. It takes months to complete it, but you don't have to be on all of the time. You can just kind of leave it sat running. That's probably 15 seconds. I lost count, if I'm honest. How are you, Bearman? How are you doing? Which one do we need? Oh, we need each of them. Ah, so we need all of them to go into that, which then goes into that. Okay, this is going to be a little expensive, but that should be fine. Oh, I've got to build another one of them. Gotta build another 2 of them actually. So that needs to be 20. You kill someone in a video game and you killed someone in a video game and his mum called the police for it and the mum got arrested. Wow. Yeah, that's not good. It's a little over the top. Yeah, ooh, I can't. Oh. Hello there, Fetch. How are you today? Do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. How are you, Fetch? How are you today? And hydrate. Haven't caught the stream in a while, making some progress in space. We're making decent progress. We've got the first science being made, which is the pink one. It's a little slow, but it is at least being produced, all thanks to Nick. What's that one? Oh, orange. Well, holiday weekend in US, now back to work. Oh. Oh, the joy of being back to work. And I can indeed juggle for 30 seconds, but it might be a bit disruptive doing 30 seconds. But we'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Yeah. I can't. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Ow. I cannot juggle in my sleep. I did give it a shot at juggling with my eyes closed, which went okay, surprisingly. Like, I was expecting it to go a lot worse than it did. But I did actually manage to get a few catches, which was, I was alright with that. We must have pipe up here. Oh wow, we don't. Oof. But I am half asleep. What am I working on? I'm currently working on getting the telescope set up, so that I can get this lot of science done, which will then allow me to get these chips, which then allow me to get that chip, which will then allow me to get that chip, which will then allow me to get that, and then, that, and then that. Just gonna put this out there. I would not do 1 minute of juggle time because it's too long of a pause really in the stream. It's too disruptive. Even 30 seconds is pushing it a bit. There isn't a way to limit it to a number per hour or what have you. There's a number per stream, but not per hour. But I would limit it to 1 15-second per hour per person. Astronomical catalogue blue. Oh, it is astronomic catalogue. You have 33,000 Vega. get using those coins on the emotes. They're going to get reset sometime in December, just when Twitch finishes the beta, because that whole coin system is still in beta, so it will get reset in December or something. Possibly get reset in December, or things are going to change with it, but I don't know what exactly. Yes, explosions are going to happen to the coins. I was using this to build. So that, and then I need pumps. How many pumps? 4. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. Or is that going to be because of the engine units? All the coins. Plethora of emotes. Also, Vega, I hope you do start streaming again at some point. I will. I'll certainly keep an eye out for any more updates on that. And if you want to chat about it at all, you know where to find me about that. What am I doing? Right, so we don't need more of those. We don't need more of those. Got that. Pipe is going to be an issue. Okay, maybe not. I will know if or when you won't leave us, guys. Good to hear. Good to hear. Fancy joining us, Fetch, by the way? Well, me, so far. Hydrate, indeed. Oh yeah, how was the Thanksgiving in the end? Because I think that was the last time we saw you. Who was that? Was that you? I think it was. I'm sure you popped in to say that you couldn't play because of Thanksgiving. Which I think was last Thursday, wasn't it? Which was the last time we streamed this anyway. Thanksgiving was nice. Good, good. Sure. I didn't want the engines. Saw lots of family. I barely see my family and they only live around the corner. Oh, what am I picking up? Concrete. Marvellous. Did you get on with your family? Well, lots of family rather. Don't see them much, but it's a family holiday? Yeah, that's fair. Do you know what, I might actually do these space thingies off that lot. Oh, I've only got 2 of them. Damn it. Good relationships. Good, good, good. So I need to make another one of these heat transfer thingies, thermal radiators, that's what they're called. Make another 4 of those. We need 4 more electric engine units. And we're also going to need, I can get the rest of that. 3, 4, there we go. Then can I request any copper cable? No. Well, I guess we get going on the 100 copper cable. I may have to cancel this. Because it's producing more than I thought. Because it produces 2. So that only needs 5. Because it's, yeah. There we go. Oh, no, it's 200 copper cable. Oh, so that 100 was right. Gosh. Darn it. Right, we'll get rid of that. There's no worries. Height. Right, and that should be enough for the last bit for the last telescope. And then I've got to set that up for the actual blank things that you can use the telescope onto. You know what I mean. So that needs to be reset and changed to a thermal radiator. Where are the pumps? There they are. And I'm... oh, okay. I was about to say I'm sure I made 40 pipes. And then we're going to need another telescope. Well, which is not that bad actually. So we'll just get the low density structures coming to us because we need 40. Wow. Poor turts. Flat turts. We'll also need a couple of multispectral mirrors. That has been absolutely flattened. That's a no mercy kind of flattening as well. Right, we should in theory have everything for the telescope. Yes. Let's get the telescope being made. I don't know what that is. Glass. There it is. I have absolutely no idea, you know. Let me just throw this telescope down and then I'll go and have a look. Because I have not checked back on that in a while. I mean, amazingly, someone else has built a tiled nuclear reactor and it looks better than mine. Aww. But I have my tiled nuclear reactor here. I spent ages on that build. It must have been at least like 2 or 3 streams just solidly on that build. What? Oh, I suppose it's possibly because... I've Oh, well, that's not tileable. No, that isn't a tileable build. That's just a solid reactor. It's not even a full reactor either. On phone, so I have to close down. Nut, I will join in a bit. I know you meant but. Oh man. I didn't realise we had electricity problems. I didn't think we did. Considering that can handle more than 3 gigawatts by itself. There's what, 20 nuclear reactors in there or something? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 24 nuclear reactors in there. I honestly didn't think we'd need any more power. Like, that is... I don't know if that's insulting or not. Or if I'm just overreacting. Because that's not expandable either. It's probably more efficient than mine, I won't deny, but that's not the point. Anyway. Overreacting for a reactor. Well played, well played, well played. I didn't even see that one coming. But no, it seems fine down here. Kind of like this will just kind of hold itself indefinitely. Yeah. Right, I'm going to continue with this. No, nobody did build the chips. Well, I mean, I don't have a template for it. And I was busy up here. If you get on, you'll work on that. Cool. Sounds good to me. I'm wondering if Nick will turn up. Nick, the bringer of all good things. Oh, these ones haven't been set up yet, that's why. Okay, so you do that one, you do that one, and you do that one. Cool. Oh, and it does output cold. Well, thermofluid. Don't have any underground space pipe. Yeah, we'll just do that. It'll be fine. Oh, I'm really cold actually. Okay. Right, so if that is making 99 out of 100, making 100, alright, okay, yeah. And then that one wants to go onto those. Oh, there's no fluid. Copper. Except there isn't any copper up here. I might have to launch a rocket up let's go and have a look at my separated rocket launcher. Oh yeah, I actually had ratios and everything for this. Oh, let me just get my notebook. So we're up to 460, so I might add an extra 20 copper to make it 480. 20 copper. So basically double that. Yeah. And then we'll leave it at that. We've got 20 spaces spare, really, in theory. Well. That's going to be missing a load of scaffolding. Yeah, 3,000 scaffolding, no wonder. Oh, excuse me. Okay. I just realised there's a little bit of fuzz going on just down by my elbow. Now there's probably a lot going on, but I'm trying to fix the green screen fuzz as best as I can. Well, hopefully that's fixed it at least a bit. Yeah. I'm very tempted to send this up, even though it's not technically empty. Oh, I know. Let's see if we can request one of these. Damn, we can't. Trying to think how we get around this. There isn't really a way. So what I need to do then, I need to work out what I'm lacking up here. So we have plenty of cosmic water. As for actual water, we're out. Water slots is 1,000. So if we do another 20, that makes the full. That makes the full 500. think that's right. Ooh. We'll find out. Okay, I'm actually really quite tired at this point. Ooh. I wonder if we can smelt up here. I honestly don't know. No. Oh, actually, I know what I need to get done. I need to get material testing packs done. We've still got room, so I'll try and get that done as quickly as I can. So the material testing packs, they require stone, iron plate, copper plate, plastic bar. Do that pretty quickly. Come on, builders. Build fast. Oh, it's really cold. Oh, excuse me. The robot is just waiting to charge and then it's on its way up. There we go. Many thank yous. So you need to make material testing frame. And then that wants to be a passive provider. Oh, I'm going to go put the heating on because it is really cold. So I shall return in just a moment. And I have returned, although the green screen is still not happy. Reminds me, I do actually need to go on the Factorio voice channel. Yeah, 18's fine. And I don't know how much they stack, but we'll do that. Check back in, and where's left? Yes, I went to turn the heating on because it is very cold. Ooh. So we'll put 20 stacks of whatever this material testing pack is. What? How on earth do we not have any iron in the logistic network? Huh. None's getting round to the space stuff. Not really, because it's all being filtered off, which it really shouldn't be. What's even getting filtered off for? No, we don't need 500. I'm going to switch that down to 200. Even that is ridiculous. Why? Why 500? Jesus. No wonder you have no bloody iron. Really, 1.8k? No. Stop it. Don't need 1,000 of them. Gah. 9,000. We do not need 9,000. We need 1,000. Wait, that would make it 4,000. Connect, disable if, don't know where they are, if that is less, enable if that is less than 200. Otherwise it's just a waste of time and effort. Where is that still producing? Where's it even going? Never mind. Never mind, eh? Well, that should hopefully back up. don't need that much. That's sensible, that's sensible, that is sensible. We're not going to need these. Let's do some warming up. That doesn't even really need to be 200, does it? Even that only needs to be about, oops, nope, 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 nope. Needs to be about 100, not 1000. That has a hard limit. Connect if blue less than 300. We do have a couple of belts in space, I think. Yeah. Yeah, we've got a few belts, but not very much. Oh yes, the whole reason behind that was because there was no iron in the darn system. Then we're just going to put a filter on that saying if there's iron plate less than, I don't know, 1000 in the system, add more. Yeah, it's mostly robots in space at the minute. It's just easier, I think, that way. So enable if iron plate less than 1500. Oh, my thermal regulation is terrible at the minute. The iron... Oh, the belts are only a bit weak because of the belts that are being used. If this was... I think... Yeah, if it was just blue belt, it'd be fine. Although... There does appear to be a bunch in the middle that just aren't... Oh no, they are. They just don't appear to be doing it. Yeah, if it was blue belts, which it should be, it would be fine. But no, we've still got... Oh, that's done. Still got 30 million there, 52 million there. We've got an untouched 26 million there. I think that's it for iron. Oh, the heating has started to come back on. Yeah, that 26 million iron is going to help as soon as we start to see a drop. Yeah, I do. I honestly think it's just because it's green belts. We don't have the capacity for green belts. It wasn't designed for green belt capacity, so... Never mind. Never mind. I cannot help but feel like I'm about to drift off any second because of the lack of sleep last night. Might be, could use another smelting array on the west side of the base scale for green belts. Oh, actually, that's a good point. The that 26 million iron was going to be just to feed this lot. It wasn't meant to go into the main lot, I think. Yeah, I think that was the plan from Nick. So I think you and Nick were on the same wavelength there. Yeah, maybe this thing will have started making. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, maybe we don't need more than 1,000. No, 100. No, let's go 200. We are going to use a lot of them. Actually, we're going to use a heck of a lot of them, actually. No worries. Let's get that in there. Ooh. I'm also I'm also very full as well because I was out for lunch with my family, which is why I'm a delayed start. I'm ready to heat up. Right, so I'm going to be getting some of that. Oh my word. Let's see if we've got any of that up here. Well, we do. But I need to move that closer to the oil because it's going to have a fun trek. Oh. That's a bit of a pain. Oh, I suppose I could just put another barreling thing down. No worries, fetch. Oh, I'm so close to just calling today a write-off, if I'm honest. Because I am really not awake properly. And my head is a little bit sore, if I'm honest. Just right at the top. Just about there, just where the headset sits. Well, I was up so late because I decided I was going to try and reset my sleep schedule by staying awake all night. And I used to be able to do that, not a problem. But apparently I've aged. And I can't do that anymore. I haven't done this in a while. I've not stayed up all night in a long time. So clearly my body has changed in that time. Which is a little annoying. So I once managed 3 nights with no sleep and still school between. Not any different either. I was absolutely fine. Not a problem. But this. One night has wiped me out, I'm honest. Or it's in the process of wiping me out anyway. Right, let's put this there. Do the whole unbarreling thing. Get that one. That. Oh, I need to make it unbarrel. I don't even know if we're bringing light oil up. We might need to crack heavy oil. Yep, we're going to have to crack heavy oil somehow. Except I don't think we can. Oh, excuse me. That's the idea. Whether it will happen or not is a different matter. It may end up that I go to sleep at like 9 or 8, so that I wake up at like fairly early tomorrow morning, but I can then push it a little bit easier tomorrow, rather than trying to go for the whole hog today, but still get the majority of it done today. If that makes sense. Wow. I don't think I can crack heavy oil into light oil up here. Oh, it does. Then again, it's probably better to just barrel it up, because look at the loss. From 40 heavy oil we get 30 light oil, but we also have to spend 30 water. So I think it is just going to be better. Yeah. Oh wait, hang on. Yeah, if it wasn't for the water, I think we'd be alright. I don't see it. Yeah. Right, it's time to add another thing to the rocket. We're going to need to balance something else. Let's reduce the space platform scaffolding for future trips. Let's make that only 5,000, which frees up 25 slots, which will send light oil up. Maybe a fluid rocket and a solids rocket, probably. But for the time being, I'll stick with this because this is the first extra rocket that I've got. So I'll send 25 light oil. Yeah. So a request. I don't even think this is being barreled up, but never mind. Oh, it is. Yeah, I will probably do a fluid rocket and a solid rocket later. Oops, I just hit the microphone. I do apologise. Definitely chilly. Is that completely full? That is completely full. Oh, and we need... I've set those up wrong, haven't I? That was maybe set. Enable if that's less than 200, I think it was. Welcome back, Bearman. And I thought, yes, we did see that that you can make rocket fuel from just water, and that it is really slow. Oh, Helicus is downloading the map, so the stream is going to die a little bit. That one is for light oil barrels less than 250. Beacons is what we are working on next. Oh, it's the water, isn't it? Hello there, Helicus. Welcome to the game. Did you know? You may have noticed that I throttled it again. Yes. This time it didn't look like you killed my game. Sorry, the stream. Come on, get placed. Is this game hard? It's time consuming. And it can be difficult. Like this game mode that we've got with all the biters, that was hard at the start. Yeah. So we're going to whitelist water barrels. Until it gets down below 1000. Ah, yes, and we've got the other space platform stuff to get rid of. Come on. Hopefully that isn't a random extra barrel in there. No, that's good. And we also need to take out that. Quite a lot. In fact, what I might be better off doing is getting one of these. It's a very time-consuming game, yeah. That much is certain. So we might only be... Oh no, we are getting 50. Have I told this that? Yes. We will reach a point where the scaffolding is being a bit cyclical, in that it starts filling up. Oh, I just need to crack everything. Give me a second. Oh, that was good. Oh, that was good. And the heating is on. Feels nice just to warm my hands. Nearly down to the magic 4,000 number. Oh, I'm going to be shifting a lot today, I can tell. There we go, it's trying to put in. Enough has been taken out. So we're just waiting. Oh, it's really cold. You might have heard from all of my complaining. So I think, in theory, we're just waiting for petroleum gas barrels, and that should be it. It's absolutely freezing today. I mean, it's not as cold as some places, don't get me wrong, but it's still cold. I'm certainly not built for this weather. I mean, I'm skinny as oat. I'm just bone and sinew. And yeah. So I just lose all of my heat instantaneously. There is no meat on these bones. Yeah. What happened to the barreling plant? That is interesting because I could have sworn it was around here. Does anybody know where the barreling plant has gone? Because I have misplaced it. It's coming from somewhere. I want to know where the barreling plant is for the heavy oil and the light oil if there is one. So I seem to have lost it. I'm so tired, I'm struggling to focus. Right, let's try and follow the next bot that is heading this way. We'll try, but I may miss it. Whoa, look. It would help if I was looking at the right thing, what a doofus. There. It came from this kind of direction. Nope, no idea. Ah, no, here it is. Found it. There we go. Oh, my head. Pressure's giving me a bit of a headache. Just from the headset. Oh, this was a mistake. Still, what's done is done. No, I will stay awake. Oh, would it be better for me to just go to sleep? No, I think I'm very much in danger of not waking up properly if I go to sleep now. Let's change that. Petroleum less than heavy oil. Yeah. Oh, you plonker. Is that one? Right, we'll go with that. See you later, Bearman. Thank you for dropping in. Oh, today isn't going to be a particularly exciting one, and I think I'm going to have to cancel tonight's stream. Just because of how badly I'm doing now. Which is a shame, but sometimes these things happen. Oh, yep, I'm definitely starting to nod off. No, it is the petroleum gas that's struggling. It's not the heavy oil, is it? So, why is that off? Because that is 0. Oh, because they're not connected together. Let's try and stop that. We do need to try and crack as much of this light oil down as we can. Hello there, Nick. Hydrate. I should warn you, there may be a chance that this ends early. Just because of how tired I am. Which isn't great. But sometimes these things happen. And I know it's my own fault, but it doesn't change the fact. There'll probably not be a stream this evening. But we shall see. I may have ended up having a nap or somehow getting my second wind by this evening. At which point I'm actually kind of tempted to play Minecraft on a modded server that makes it like Civilization 5. Nick is downloading the map. Also, there will be a period of wibble, I guess, coming up because I'm moving back home to make my funds go as far as possible, really. So I will be moving shortly. I'll still try and make sure I get at least the Factorio streams in. If not, all of the others. Yeah. That download seems to be taking a lot longer for you this time, Nick. Even compared to normal.
Yeah, it's about the same.
It's about the same? Fair enough. I shall pause the game so you can catch up a little easier. Oh, how are you this Monday morning?
I actually just got up.
You just got up?
I had an order thing pop up, and it's like, oh yeah, I've got something, and it ended up taking me basically the time I normally go to bed.
Ah.
So yay for tired all around.
Say again?
Yay for tired all around, apparently.
Indeed. Mine's kind of self-inflicted. When are you moving? I'm moving probably this coming weekend. So I'm going to try and do it in the gap between, but there will probably be stuff to do in the evenings and stuff.
I'm in.
So it might cause some disruption, but I'll try and make sure that the 12 till 5 streams all stay the same. I might even add Friday as a 12 till 5 in exchange for one of the other ones. And I might see about doing that long term. We'll see. Things are going to be a changing, they are. Hydrate. Oh, you're in, aren't you? I was just sat there thinking, this is how this game works. That's how frazzled my brain is at the minute. It's probably not the best that the petroleum is being barreled up from the offshoot of the scrap. No, what's it? Core fragment processors. Be awesome to make an oil processing facility just for sending barrels to space. Yeah, that would be pretty nice, but as it stands, I don't know if we actually really need that. Well, they're saying that we probably do. Right, is there anything in the green? Or do we look like... I'm going to send this rocket up because it's empty. Not empty, it's full.
Oh, can you put a recycling facility on that before you launch it? As I was actually just about to go down to get one of those.
Do we have any in the server? In the network, rather. Where is it anywhere? We don't have any in the storage. How do we make one?
That's...
I don't remember. I don't even remember where they were.
It's in the space science.
Ah, there it is. Yeah, I just couldn't really see it. Was part of the issue. Are there any untapped oil patches? Almost certainly. Yeah, there's one there, one up there, one over there, one there. We've actually got a lot of spare oil. Right, let's just quickly throw down one of these. Get these. Excuse me. Recycling facility. That's alright. Let's say if the logistic network doesn't have more than 2 recycling facilities, make more. That's a point. Do we have all of the items? Yes. Some of it is just taking longer to get here than others. My head. Top of my head, really. So once the concrete appears, we should get some recycling facilities. I'll need to make room for it. We'll get rid of a single 100 of those. Yeah, sure. we went for the concrete. Well, that's new. There is 5,000 concrete in the network, but there is none on the way. Interesting. Wait, there's a separate novice? One, two, three, one, two, three, four, five, six. Red phone. Meh. Concrete. There's 5,000 concrete. And yet it's not working. Buffer chests, of course. That makes so much more sense. Oh, there's a lot of stretching today. Hopefully here it all comes fairly soon. I honestly don't know if I'll last until 5 o'clock. Oh, here comes the concrete. Not the young man I used to be. It's not actually connected, damn it. Yeah. Well, the storage has 500 out of 500. It may not be perfect storage use, but I think it's good enough for now. You can always tweak the amounts later. So I'm going to launch it. It's got 3 recycling facilities because they stack apparently. Was there anything critical you needed?
I think that was about it.
Cool. I'm going to launch this because this had some stuff that I wanted. The landing pad is ready, right?
Yes.
Good. Right, incoming rocket. Nice. Let's get... Yeah, let's get the menus working for one. Right. I'm not sure why 187, but sure. So that is... I can't remember. That? Yeah, we'll go with that. Well, are there any red chests up here? No. Not that I can nick, anyway. Let's try getting one of those ones. Right, what do I need? I need electronic circuits, advanced circuits, and steel chest. So I need 3 of them, was it? 3, 1, and I guess we might have a steel chest up here. Yes, we do. Nice. Ooh. Creaky. And there we go. Get some inserters. Okay, we are now getting that kind of science. Ooh, look at the telescopes. Look at them go. Well, research, I suppose. Ah, I haven't set anywhere up to actually use them. But I suppose at least we are starting to build them up. Yeah, that's working away. And then I need 4 astro thingy laboratories and a gravimetric laboratory. And a nick gravimetrics and the astrometrics. But I need 1 more. How does 1 make that? Quite a few pieces. Let's get to it. So, red circuits times 40. Processing units times 20. Electric engine times 8. Low density structure times 40. Space assembling machine. Didn't think we'd have any of those in storage. I know we do, it's just they're in a wooden chest. Okay, cool. Now I have enough. No, I don't mean to pick that up. Where are the low density structures? There they are. Cool. What? Let's go for visible. That would require lots of data in. So we can put them anywhere really, because they're just going to be fed via boxes. Any objections to me putting them down by the pinky purple sciencey stuff? Sort of like here-ish.
What are they?
It's going to be for the blue chip thingies, data cards.
Probably put them over here a bit. I think there's going to be some more room.
What does this actually need? And actually I'm going to need another red chest. And grab the steel chest again. In order to get an output. That is not going to work. Then again, there are 4 recipes. Ooh. Oh, that's nonsense. Next, only enable which one is this? And that one is less than 50, because why not? And that one, connect and only continue if that one is less than 50. The heating is on and I can feel that it's on, but I'm still cold. More red chests. So that is going to be UV. That was just going to be the other thing. That one probably just wants to go there or something. Yep. Oh, you little turd bucket. Well, this one needs cold fluid. I didn't realise that. Oh, I've sunk. I think I'm going to have to call it at 3:30, which is in 5 minutes, because I'm just struggling. That one's not going to work like that. Is there a thing I can hook into? Oh, so I'll make another one. Which is a bit of a shame about their finish time, but I really am struggling. It's a shame, especially because of the start time as well. So, copper cable. So we need 100 of, no, that's 177, 100. I usually start at 12 o'clock GMT, 12 p.m. GMT. Yeah. I started an hour and a half late today because of real life things. And yeah, I'm regretting what I did last night, which is a different IRL thing to the reason for the late start. It's causing an early finish, unfortunately. But it's just not really going to be an enjoyable experience for anyone. I think I'm going to need some more iron. And 4 engine units. But that should be enough. Oh no, I need to make the copper cable. Wait a second, have we already burnt through all of the copper? Holy moly.
Probably.
Well, all I can say to that is, well.
I think we're going to need to send up like 1 or 2 rockets just flooded with iron and copper.
Oh, crap. I didn't realise they stacked quite so much. So we're thinking an iron and copper rocket only.
It's mostly just for the thermofluid, and it's mostly just to get it jump started because we still don't have any in the start tank.
Fair enough. Well, this next rocket is actually nearly full. So what I can do is I can switch off everything that's not really relevant just by spinning it to the side. So copper and iron. I think I'm just going to let them fill whatever space they need to fill. Hello there, church organist. Thank you for the host. How are you today? But I do need to say, whilst I do appreciate the host, I am about to be finishing because I'm really not compos mentis enough for this at the minute. Could do, but it was never really a speed issue. I wouldn't bother coming on, church. I'm literally about to end it. I'm afraid. I got feedback on my audio. Huh. I was going to say I don't hear it. Ah, could it be that it's in your live dashboard and also on a different page? It could be playing twice. That's what it was. Yeah, I've done that before. That's the only reason I knew to think of that. But yeah, I am just about to end it. I'm just going to send this rocket up, and then that's basically going to be it. Because I am absolutely pooped. To be quite honest, I will pass on the raid, the host. Let's see who's live. Do I know anyone live? watching live. Do we want to just randomly... we'll skip the road. I don't know anyone. We'll skip it for now. Right, this is getting close to being full. Oh, it's taking a while because it's just 2. I think I might swap these bottom 2 out for... Church, you may not have heard what I was saying, but I am literally about to end like any second, because I'm just not in a great... didn't sleep. My own fault, really, but that's the way it is, unfortunately. And we'll clear that request. And we'll set that to iron 4,000. That one to copper 4,000. That's that last one filled up. Might as well just launch this one straight up. Is the launch pad empty? Yep. Right. Off it goes. So we are about to get more copper and steel. Nice. We're probably not far off running out of that stuff again. Right, now that I've launched that rocket, I am going to end there.
Okay, I just need a couple of things for the oranges, and so they should be coming up soonish.
Cool. Yeah, sorry about that, but I'm really not in a great place for this. This is, yeah, I feel like it's
understandable.
Yeah. Yep, it's all my well, it is my own fault, but tomorrow should be fine. I should be back to normal after a good night's sleep. Fingers crossed.
Quick question for you. Are you going to be around on Discord in a couple of hours?
I should still be online, but I may have fallen asleep.
Okay, I'm thinking after your nap.
Possibly.
Okay, I might send you a message about a couple of things.
Feel free to send me a message about things. Cool. Right, I'm going to pause the game and save it. And thank you very much for popping in, joining for the little time I was live. Sorry it was such a short stream. I may have, depending on how dead I am this evening, I may have also cancel this evening's stream rather than pushing that one and doing the exact same thing with this. I don't know if I'll be able to do it tonight, but we'll see. We'll see. So, thank you for watching. See you all later. And as always, I've been Wazations. Bye.